donuts. Let's start.
What?
Start with flour. We're gonna add baking powder, add a little bit of salt, and we're going to mix that together. Now you'll notice that I'm not actually measuring anything. Just kind of eyeballing it. It's about 1.5 cups of flour. Anyway, we're taking about 1/2 cup of milk, putting in 1 egg. We're gonna mix that together until it's blended. Now we're gonna add sugar. I'm only adding maybe 1/4 cup. You can add a lot more if you like it really sweet. Also, that's melted butter I put in. You could put more in if you want it to have more of a oily texture. I like my donuts kind of light. So anyway, we're gonna combine the two. Let's give it a good mix. Now if you find that it's too dry, you can just add a splash of milk to it, or a little more butter. That's why you really don't need to measure. You just are going for the texture, which you'll see coming together right now is exactly what you want. So yeah, just a little bit of flour, a little bit of milk. Combine all the ingredients and you're pretty much good to go.
And that's the dough. So it's a little bit sticky, but it's still, you know, it has form. That's pretty much it. So we'll let that rest for about 10 minutes and then we'll roll it out and make our donuts.
Okay, so we're gonna put a little flour on a board, gonna roll it out. So if you make it a little thick, the donuts will be thicker when they puff up in the oil. If you make them small and thin, they'll be a little more small, pretty self-explanatory. You can use anything to cut them out, by the way. I'm just using this glass, which will make the donuts a little bit strange shape. Now, when you cut out the middle hole, which I'm using a bottle for, save that little piece of dough. You can use that to make the little mini poppers. All right, after you roll and cut out all the dough, you can take the leftover scraps, mush it together, roll it back out, and you keep repeating that process so you don't have any leftover dough. So this is what you want. That's a pretty good thickness right there. Now we're gonna dip it into oil. That's vegetable oil. And fry them. Now with the oil, you basically put it in a pot, turn it on, and when you put a little piece of dough in there, if it starts bubbling, then that's how you know that the temperature is right. It's really that easy. So using a pair of chopsticks, you can flip the donuts over. And what we're looking for is that golden brown color that you see right there.
It's ready.
Okay, so now we're gonna make the icing. So we have icing sugar, put a little splash of milk in, not too much, and then just mix it up. And it's really that simple. This is the consistency you want. There you go. And when it dries, it will make the glaze look just like the ones that you see at Dunkin' Donuts or something like that. So we're just gonna dip them in, glaze them, and that's good to go.
Okay, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. For the chocolate ones, I just dipped it in some melted chocolate that I put in a double broiler. Here's a shot of it. Very easy, but let's give this a try. Look at that, huh? Very light, very airy. You can see how easy that was. I just threw a bunch of ingredients. I didn't measure anything. And out came my donut, so. I don't like them very sweet. These are very mellow donuts. You can add more sugar to the batter if you want them sweeter, but you know, these are pretty good, exactly what I want. And the glazed ones, give it a try and see how it is. Yeah, very simple, very good. I'm a chocolate fan myself, but you know, some of them I threw some crushed up Kit Kats on. Gives us some texture, sprinkles, put anything you want. But honestly, these things are really easy to make, and they're very light. They don't feel like a heavy donut, like a Dunkin' Donut, real thick one, very airy. So honestly, if you're looking for like a very easy snack to make, got some people coming over, going to a party, make these suckers. Barely cost anything, and they taste super good. subscribe. Peace, baby.